Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Volley Rally. Today, have Liza on once again for a not necessarily a fun topic, but it is an important topic for all of you to know something with compliance regarding texting. So, Liza, what are we talking about?
Yeah, you and I just before we started recording, I said this was going to be more of a public service announcement kind of recording. So many, if not all of our customers use texting in Volley. And there are certain regulations, not necessarily even, there definitely are laws around texting, but there's also some best practices and things that we would strongly, strongly recommend if you want your text messages to be delivered, even if it's not a law, it's a requirement from the carriers. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Just take a second. Um, Precursor that if you are a Volley customer, sigh of relief. We manage this process for you, so this will be more of an FYI. But I know a lot of our customers in other areas of the dealership also use texting outside of Volley. For example, like service advisors, if they use a different platform for texting. Um, Maybe your salespeople have a texting platform that they use outside of Volley. Any texting that you're doing outside of Volley, watch this video, talk to your other providers about this. You may have heard the term A to P 10DLC. A to P is application to person. 10DLC is 10-digit long code. So it's meaning it's a 10-digit phone number. It's a local phone number that the text messages are coming from. So A to P 10DLC is essentially a process that's required by the carriers where a dealership can register their brand and any phone numbers that they use for texting customers. And with that brand registration and with registering those phone numbers, the carriers will, evaluate the text messages coming from that brand and will deliver those messages to your intended US-based customers accordingly. So the change in the PSA is that as of December 1st, 2024, carriers will no longer be delivering any text messages that are unregistered. So if you have phone numbers that you're sending text messages from that are through an application that you've not registered through, it's called the campaign registry, you will need to do that ASAP because the carriers will stop delivering those messages. So obviously they just won't be effective anymore as of December 1st. The registration process is not difficult. If you work with your other providers, they can essentially get everything that they need to register your numbers by looking at a copy of your W-9 and by doing a little bit of digging on your website. They'll have to pull out certain policies, you have little links at the bottom of your website that they'll look at. So it's not a particularly difficult process. They absolutely can assist you with it. If you have questions about it, your Volley rep can help. Over the last year plus, we've gotten really familiar with the process. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Really just wanted to kind of take a minute to talk to everyone about that, make sure that it's on your radar. If you are texting through other platforms outside of Volley and you're not having these conversations with those providers, make sure that you ask about it. It's A to P 10DLC, and it's the campaign registry. But obviously, any questions, let us know and we can help.
Yeah, and just to add another wrinkle into this for those of you who have dealer identity, we gather a lot of the same information, but when she says register, this is a completely separate process. So this is a new requirement. The carriers have new obligations to the government, and thus they're kind of passing along some of these requirements to you guys. And Volley wants to help with that for those of you who are working with us, but it is important to know in general too for your other texting. So, Liza, thank you so much, and everyone should reach out to your Volley rep if you have any questions. And we hope you have a fantastic day.
All right. Thank you.